guys, Valtorious the Awoken here. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about Sarutobi and what if he took in Naruto and been his adoptive parent. So in the early days of Naruto's youth, we've seen Sarutobi spend a lot of his time with Naruto, and that one scene where they had fish together and was at the campfire, and him trying to be there for him. But what if he actually treated Naruto like an actual son and had him live at his place? Because the whole reason why Naruto was a troubled child, because he lost both his parents to the nine-tailed fox, and the rest of the village saw him as a monster and didn't want nothing to do with him. Now when it comes to Sarutobi and Naruto, I believe things would still be the same. Like, he would continue to treat Naruto like he would treat any child from the Leaf Village, and Naruto would feel less alone and more open to things. Now sure, Naruto did teach Konohamaru sexy transformation juices in the Rasengan and saw him as a protege, but I don't think he saw him the same way like he saw Sasuke as a brother. Now, while Orochimaru was killing off Sarutobi and Naruto was fighting against Gaara, Naruto would start to feel the loneliness like he never felt for the first time in his life, because someone he can call uncle or dad has been killed, and now he is forced to live alone. Because when you think about it, from the early days of Naruto and how the story went, Naruto as a child has always been alone. And you think a child like him could have set the house on fire, or maybe accidentally killed himself, you know, all that stuff, but he didn't. And I'm like, yeah, if Sarutobi did take in Naruto as a child and raised him like a son, his life could have turned out different. And sure, the people in the village would have been questioning the third Hokage's decisions as to why you took in Naruto as he is a demon. But I believe Sarutobi would have still raised Naruto and taught him the way of the ninja, you know? And like I said before, the third Hokage's death, Naruto would have changed, knowing that only person who has ever cared for him has died. And it would make him almost like how Sasuke was, because we all remember the third Kage summit where Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru had that fight, and the only thing Naruto could do was watch. I would have said Naruto probably would have went into his one-tail state early to fight Orochimaru, knowing that he killed Sarutobi, and all because when Jiraiya died in Naruto Shippuden, Naruto was deeply saddened about this and even wanted revenge against Pain. But when he defeated Pain and learned the truth, and the outcome was different, he could handle more than when he was a child. Oh, but yeah, I think if Sarutobi was to look after Naruto, I think, like I said before, like his views on how he saw things would have been different, you know, because Naruto was a child and he was always alone, and basically, you know, he couldn't do much. You know, yeah, he had his friends and he was able to play with them, but people still viewed him as a demon, as a nine-tailed fox and stuff. But if he had somebody like Sarutobi to look after him and maybe show people in the village that he's different and he's not this beast that they see him as, you know, things probably would have been different, despite knowing that the fox is inside of him and that the fox is responsible for killing most of the people that's in the village. People probably would have seen the third Hokage's tactics as odd and maybe different, because they like, well, you took in this child and stuff. But then he probably would show them that he's not this person that you see and stuff, because you know the graffiti that Naruto was spuging all over the walls and stuff, it was because, yeah, he had nobody to guide him and show him, you know, what you're doing is kind of disrespectful and it's wrong and stuff. But if he had Sarutobi there, he probably would have never done none of that stuff. And like I said before, you know, he would have viewed Konohamaru probably as a little brother or something, and actually had like a family, you know, because Sarutobi, he popped his head in like once in a while, right? Seen Naruto, gave him money, you know, that's what it was. You know, he didn't really, and then took him out like on time to time, but it wasn't enough. You know, he still treated him like, oh, you know, is this guy, you have this kid here, you know, yeah, he lost his parents, and Sarutobi feels deeply saddened about it, but it wasn't enough, because Naruto still did what Naruto did and stuff, until eventually he had a squad, he had Kakashi, then he met Jiraiya, but then he grown to, you know, accept his role and stuff. And then in the Shippuden, he still was by himself and stuff. Everybody kind of still had family, but he was still on his own and stuff. So, you know, that's how it was for Naruto once everything has happened. But if Sarutobi would have died and stuff, yeah, that's when he would be living alone and stuff, and he would like still understand like sadness and stuff. So I would say he still would be alone, like he was known to have family, but that wasn't really his true family. That was like like an adoption type thing, and he would be forced to live alone. But this would be his first time actually living alone, because most of his life in his childhood he lived with Sarutobi up until his death. So yeah, I think that's how it probably would have went. Yeah, before we get out of here, let me know in the comment section below on what would you do if you was Naruto, right, and you was 16 and you had a whole place to yourself. Shit, I know what I would do if I was in that situation.
Whose is it? Is there a problem here, officers?
You already know. But yeah. If you like what you heard, please subscribe, share, do all that wonderful stuff, and I'll catch you later.